so tired. I am so tired, and I know the camera quality right now is really like, what the fuck am I doing? But honestly, like, I don't even care. It has been one long, fulfilling weekend. Like, it's been a good long weekend, and I'm ready to just take next week for myself. And today, I literally had KFC for breakfast. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so physically, emotionally, mentally tired. Okay. So Mimsy's event, Vidu's event, was on Friday, and I volunteered and I met everyone because I was on the door. I got to shake a lot of hands, I got to give a lot of hugs. It was really nice. And originally I did plan on vlogging that, but I decided against it because there were a lot of people who didn't want to be filmed, and I thought, instead of just like cutting all of that out, I would just, vlog something else. And that's what I did with this video. Like I said, I'm tired, and honestly, I have like a podcast to record later with Walk Nation. So go subscribe to them if you haven't. The full upload for Atheist Assemble or Mimsy and Vidu's event will be uploaded to their channel, so please go subscribe to their channels and wait for that content there. This is, however, something a lot more important, and I should treat a lot more important, and I should really not be tired for when I talk about it. We went to a demonstration yesterday for Soheil Arabi, who is being held in prison for the past 7 years, who has been tortured on and off death row, separated from his family, and recently his mother has also been captured. And he's in prison simply because of a Facebook post offending the Prophet Muhammad. Or just Muhammad, Mo. He's not a prophet, he's just a guy. And that's what this demonstration was about, and I'm going to just allow you to experience and vicariously experience this through us, since we recorded it, and it should be also uploaded to Alex O'Connor's or Cosmic Skeptics channel, to GM Skeptics channel, Genetically Modified Skeptics channel, to Baby Aaron Ra's channel, or Rationality Rules' channel, Steven's channel. They all did different interviews with Armin, who was more or less the organizer of this event. I took a couple of videos of people talking about it, and yeah, have a look, enjoy the footage, and we definitely need to organize more rallies like this because it's so important too. Everyone seems to have this ability for free speech, and except for skeptic people. When we talk about religion, Muslims can say that Christians will burn in hell, Christians can say that Muslims will burn in hell, and they have publications for these kinds of things that they can freely publish, and we say it's fine for them to publish in the name of free speech. But when we talk about it, we're deplatformed in this way, and some of us are even imprisoned. And the good thing about religion is that religions have communities where they can stand up and they can fight about this. But when it comes to skeptics and atheist people, we don't have that. We don't have people fighting for our rights and trying to get us out of jail. And we need people to come on board and support us with this. We support Muslims when things happen to them. We support Christians when things happen to them. We support all kinds of people because we believe in people's rights to think freely and act, freely, with the exception of harm to others. And the freedom of thought and the freedom of expression is such a basic human right, and it's not being extended in these countries and to these people. And we need to support ourselves and each other because no one else will. Nobody gives a fuck about us. We're a bunch of exiles. And so we need to support each other and ourselves, especially when things are taken to this degree where this man has been in prison and tortured for so long. It's disgusting, and we need to keep doing these demonstrations. This was outside the Iranian embassy, and Iran is where he's being held. So yeah, let's keep talking about this. Let's keep him alive. Let's make this a thing. My video hasn't got to go viral, but something has to be done. We have to keep talking about this, and we have to keep getting these, we have to stop these occurrences from happening. I'm sorry if I'm not too articulate in this video. As I said, I'm very, very tired. But please consume this content, share it everywhere. You don't have to like it or subscribe to this channel, but certainly spread this message. It is extremely important that we continue to fight for this person's freedom of expression, freedom to think, and freedom to be and live as a peaceful human being. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.
And I responded to that request. My response was no.
Okay, so I'm just going to keep asking you to move to this side of the
Okay.
street, okay?
And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
Well, then we're not working together, no way.
No, we're not.
Well, why is that? Why aren't you cooperating?
Because it's not illegal. Our limit is the law.
Right, okay. But like
Our
I
limit
say,
is the law.
yeah, I appreciate that, but like I say, it would facilitate us to walk together if you could go to the other
We
side of
wouldn't
the street.
facilitate us. We want to be on this side next to the door.
Well, this is as far as you're going to get then, unfortunately.
Okay, great.
Can you just move away from outside the embassy, please? Just move away from the outside the embassy, please.
Right.
What's your name, sir, please?
Right, yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. We're trying to cooperate,
Yeah.
but now you're demanding things that are a little bit beyond reasonable.
Well, not really. I asked you to go to the other side of the street.
And that there's no payment, it's not safe there, there's no
Why?
payment area for us.
Why is it not safe?
And we don't want to be there, we want to be on this
I
side
know, I
next to the door.
appreciate you don't want to be there, but it would help me if you went to the other side of the street.
It wouldn't help us.
Well, are you going to give me your details?
No, because of,
Hold on, please. Thank you. Go.
can you tell me if it's a law that I have to answer?
No, as long as you're not, what?
Is it the law that if you ask, I'm asking a question, I have to answer?
I'm asking for your details so that
No,
I
you
can...
heard my question.
I'm hearing your question.
My question was, is it the law that if you ask me a question, I
Yeah.
have to answer?
Well, I'm asking for your name and address.
No, are you listening to my question?
I am. I'm asking for your name and address.
I know what you're asking, but
You're
you...
not being cooperative. That's fine. I would just speak to our controller and say you're not being cooperative.
Go ahead. But
Okay.
can you answer my question?
Yeah?
Is it the law that when you ask a question of me, I have to answer?
Well, yes. When I'm asking you, what is your purpose here?
For the imprisonment and torture of Soheil Arabi.
Okay, wait. Let's step back a small bit. Thank you. So what is your name and a contact telephone number? Because everybody that demonstrates at every embassy, we take their details. It's what we always do.
Okay, and I'm trying to... I know that's what you're
Why
doing.
can you not just give me your contact details and we can carry on with this? Because I've got loads of other things to be
Do I
doing.
have to?
I would prefer it, to be fair.
Okay, I don't prefer it.
Okay, all right. How many of you are going to be here?
3 o'clock, right? 2
Yeah.
o'clock? Yeah,
Till what time?
3 o'clock.
Till what time?
No. Till
Oh,
3.
till 3. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not bad. Sorry.
Yeah, that's not bad. Next to the door.
Yeah, but
And we're not
unfortunately,
going to
can't
block.
be next to
You
the
know,
door.
actually, look, who's blocking the door?
You work here? Yeah, we work here.
We're working as well.
No, you're not working there, are you?
What? This is our job. Actually, this is our job.
Oh, full-time job? Oh, okay. Very interesting.
So you do your job, I'll do yours.
Thank you so much.
Always, first 5 minutes. Magic.
Yeah, we're here for Soheil Arabi, who's in prison in Iran right now. He's been for 7 years for simply insulting Prophet Muhammad on Facebook. He did it anonymously. He didn't know it's going to be discovered, but somebody found that, and he's been in jail. He's been on and off death row simply for making a Facebook post. For a Facebook post. And every time people start ignoring his case, every time there is silence, they mistreat him, they torture him. He's been away from his daughter. Now his mom has been captured. His mom has been arrested because his mom was trying to get him out for a Facebook post. Okay? This is actually a bigger problem. You have to understand, atheists and blasphemers and secularists in Islamic theocracies, people are hunting them down, and us atheists we're not doing that much to speak for them. We're not protecting each other. We're not doing, like when people go after Christians, when people go after Jews, when people go after Muslims, they have communities and organizations and funds to try to raise awareness, to make a noise. We don't do that. We're trying to we're trying to fill out that silence that is there, that silence that kills people. Atheists silence when blasphemers and atheists are being arrested and tortured and killed around the world. Your silence is killing people. They keep telling us like, oh, you're just making Facebook posts and Twitter posts and YouTube posts. Well, now we're outside here. Now we're doing activism. Where are the reporters? There's nobody covering this. If this was about Muslims or Jews being killed somewhere, there would be reporters here. Where are the other atheists here? This needs to grow. We're going to keep doing this every 2 or 3 months. We're going to continue doing this. You guys better get instead of making tweets, come out here and join us next time.
And where are we?
We're in front of Iran's embassy in London.
It's not good, sorry.
It's okay.
For answer you in English. But if you want, I can answer you in Persian.
Of course, yeah. We'll get Armin to translate.
Okay. Could you repeat your question, please?
So what does the sign mean?
توی علامت توی این پلاکارد به فارسی من نوشتم که من زندانی عقیدتی سابق هستم به جرم انکار وجود و ظهور آقا امام زمان و همچنین اهانت به امام هشتم شیعیان. من به 2 سال زندان 3 سال تبعید محکوم شدم در دادگاه بدوی و بعد در دادگاه تجدید به 15 ماه و 3 سال تبعید و یه پرونده باز دارم در دادگاه شیراز در حال حاضر. پیام من این هست که اندیشه رو نمیتوان زندانی کرد. تمام کسانی که در طول تاریخ قصد داشتن با حذف فیزیکی اندیشمندان به یک اندیشه پایان بدن اتفاقا موجب تکثیرش شدن به هر طریق ممکن، یا از طریق قهرمانسازی یا از طریق انتشار و برجسته سازی اون شخص، به هر حال ناخواسته موجب انتشار اون عقیده شدن به جای اینکه از بینش ببرن. هیچ اندیشه را تنها با اندیشه میتوان جواب داد. اندیشه را فقط در کتابخانه ها میتوان نقد کرد، نه در زندان ها. حتی با اعدام یک اندیشمند نمیتوان به اندیشهش پایان داد. هیچ اندیشه‌ای با حذف فیزیکی در طول تاریخ از بین نرفته است.
Okay, you have to admit that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
It sounded beautiful.
So first you mentioned that you were in prison for 3 years.
2 years.
2 years. For denying the existence of the 12 Imam Mehdi, which is in Shia Islam. But then he said that throughout history, no idea has been able to be defeated by putting people in prison. The only way to defeat an idea is to criticize it. You defeat ideas in libraries, not in prisons.
Yeah.
He said when you try to just kill an idea by imprisoning people or even killing people, the only thing you're going to accomplish is to spread it even wider.
Okay.
But he said it much more beautifully than I did.
It sounded much more beautiful. But thank you.
That was lovely. So proud of yourself, man. This is exactly what's needed.
Yeah?
Everyone should. This is how you get your voices heard, so...
So, being an atheist is punishable by death in 13 countries, all of them Islamic. The gaps between the activism that exists and the need and the amount of oppression, the discrimination, the torture, the killing, and the murder, the gap makes this the civil rights movement of our time that is being ignored. There's no other group of people that are being so consistently silenced and oppressed while having the least global reaction to it. This is the fact that not even atheists are responding to this crisis is shameful, and this is something that we're going to look back on. This is something that religious people could point to and say, like, look, this is why you need religion. Because religious people look after each other, right? Look, when they come after Muslims, we all shout, we all make a noise. But where are the atheists? Look, they don't do anything. And when we try to do something, when we try to get together and make a difference, people are like, oh, you're turning like a religion. Other atheists come and say, like, oh, you're turning into a religion. as if they're just, atheists are giving the monopoly over activism and community to religious people. You don't even have to be an atheist to be here. You could be a Muslim, you could be a Christian, and you could think that it's not fair for atheists to be treated like this. You could be an atheist rights activist without being an atheist. We speak for Muslims when they are oppressed in China or in India. Where are the Muslims here? Where are the Christians? We speak for Christians when they are being oppressed in Egypt. Where are the Christians here? This is our first attempt at this, but we want this to grow. We want to we want to be the voice that makes the loudest noise every time a blasphemer is being targeted for their blasphemy, because right now there is no response. When Malaysia came out and said that we are going to hunt down atheists, to that, we need to be that voice that is not there. We need to make these protests bigger, and then we need to learn how to get journalists covering this every time we do this. And then when it is covered, we need to then go to politicians and be like, look, we're protesting, it's being covered, what the fuck are you doing about it? What is the United Kingdom doing about it? Why are they supporting a terrorist regime? Why are the countries that are supposed to be champions of human rights are making excuses for the greatest violators of human rights? Why is the United Kingdom, why is Canada not putting more pressure? By the way, this is happening not just here in London. This is happening right now, today, in Canada, in Australia, in Germany, in Sweden, in many other countries at the same time. If there's an Iranian embassy, it's happening in front of Iran's embassy.
Being an atheist can lead you to a death sentence, or in 73 countries there's still prison or death penalty for blasphemy. And we campaign to end blasphemy laws and to abolish all apostasy law. And we are here today to highlight the case of Soheil Arabi, who's in prison in Iran, for 6 years. But we are here also to remember all the cases of atheists and humanists and liberal people in the prisons of Iran, like Badawi, Reza Jalali, and many others. But also all the other prisoners in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Saudi Arabia, and many other countries. We always think that discrimination against atheists and humanists and non-religious people in general, it's something just limited to the Middle East. This is not true. Discrimination against non-religious people is widespread, it's everywhere. We are lucky to live in a country like the UK, where the 53% of people is non-religious, non-affiliated, but at the same time there's still discrimination. So what I want to stress here is that, okay, today we're talking about Soheil Arabi, who's fighting to stay alive. He's on a hunger strike, he needs surgery, but we are here on behalf of all atheists, all humanists, all religious all over the world, from the worst countries like Saudi Arabia and Iran, but also to the best countries like Norway, Belgium, or Netherlands, where humanists and atheists are recognized by the state. Their organizations are founded by the state. We are fighting the same fight all together, and we must stay united.
I cannot agree more. Thanks for being here. It's an absolute pleasure.
Thank you. I can give you my contact.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Tell me.
So, can you explain your story leaving Catholicism as compared to someone leaving Islam in Iran?
Beh, la mia situazione in Italia è molto diversa rispetto a persone come Mustafa e Armin, che vengono dall'Iran, un paese dove l'apostasia e l'ateismo è punito con la pena di morte. Mustafa è stato 2 anni in carcere e 3 anni in esilio in Turchia. Io invece ho dovuto semplicemente mandare una lettera alla mia diocesi, alla mia chiesa, per rinunciare al cattolicesimo. Gli atei in tutto il mondo sono discriminati, sono perseguitati rischiano la pena di morte in 12 o 13 paesi. In 73 paesi c'è una pena di morte o prigione per la blasfemia, e noi siamo qui oggi per Soheil Arabi, che è da 6 anni in carcere in Iran, ma siamo anche per tutti gli altri atei in tutto il mondo che sono discriminati e perseguitati e che hanno diritto e pari dignità di qualsiasi altro cittadino.
Thank you. Grazie. So what
My situation?
Yeah.
I'm a lucky one because I was born in Italy, I was raised as a Catholic, and I mean, in Italy the situation is bad, but it's not dangerous in terms of personal incalumitting, personal security.
Yeah.
Compared to Mustafa,
Yeah.
who has been in prison for 2 years in Iran.
Yeah.
I was luckier because I had the right to live Catholicism freely.
Yeah.
In Italy, we also have a law that authorizes us to formally leave religion, leave the Catholic Church,
Yeah.
without any problem. Mustafa wasn't that lucky.
Yeah.
Mustafa had to flee out of Iran, like also Armin and many other people.
Yeah.
So, but we want to fight for all atheists around the world,
Yeah.
in order to give them the same rights defended by the Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here in front of Iran's embassy in London, protesting the arrest and imprisonment and torture of Soheil Arabi. His crime, insulting Prophet Muhammad on Facebook. The response of Islamic theocracies to a Facebook post is torture and imprisonment, separating his father from his daughter and from his mother and from his wife for 7 years for a Facebook post. How fucking weak your ideology has to be that you're threatened by a simple Facebook post. How fucking pathetic that you have to be that is your response to a Facebook post. If Soheil Arabi committed the crime for insulting Islam, then Iran's government also committed the crime because they insulted Islam more by showing us what Islam stands for. Who insulted Islam more? The government that shows that Islam's response to an opinion is torture, or somebody that says something nasty about Prophet Muhammad?